The one theory that's gaining serious traction suggests Doom's connection to the MCU isn't through Tony Stark directly, but through Pepper Potts. And when you look at the evidence, it's disturbingly plausible. In the comics, Pepper becomes rescue and takes control of Stark technology. Fans believe that in the MCU, she's still keeping Stark Industries alive and has access to Tony's entire legacy. Now, this theory suggests that Doom isn't from Earth 616 at all. What if he's from a universe where Pepper married Victor Von Doom instead of Tony Stark? According to this idea, in that reality, she helps Doom perfect the arc reactor technology, making him even more powerful than Tony ever was. And in this scenario, when Doom arrives in the MCU and sees Pepper with the Stark name, with Tony's technology, living the life that should have been his, that's not just conquest anymore. That's personal betrayal on a cosmic scale. The theory argues that this would explain why Doom wears Tony's face. He's not replacing Tony, he's showing Pepper why she chose wrong. He's proving that in every other universe, Doom was the better choice. And according to fans, if Pepper still has access to all of Stark's technology, all his AI systems, all his contingency plans, then Doom coming for her isn't just revenge, it's tactical. He needs what she has to complete his plan. Now, there's a theory that completely reframes what Doomsday actually means. According to this idea, the Avengers aren't fighting to save the multiverse. They're fighting to decide who gets to survive its death. The evidence starts with Loki. At the end of his series, Loki becomes the living anchor holding infinite timelines together, but fans point out that he's not healing the multiverse. As a matter of fact, he's just preventing its collapse, like a dam that's cracking under the pressure. Then you have the Scarlet Witch destroying the Darkhold in every universe. The TVA's gone. The Ancient One is dead. Every cosmic safeguard that used to protect reality has now been dismantled or destroyed. This theory asks, what if the multiverse isn't under attack? What if it's just dying naturally, and that there's nothing anybody can do to stop it? In the comics, during the incursion events, universes start colliding because reality itself is contracting. There's not enough space for infinite timelines to exist anymore. That's where Doom comes in. He doesn't destroy the multiverse. He salvages what's left. He takes fragments of dying universes and stitches them together into Battleworld, a patchwork reality where survivors can exist. So this theory suggests Doom isn't the villain. He's the one willing to make the impossible choice. Let everyone die, or save a fraction of existence by controlling who survives. Fans believe the Avengers would oppose this because it means choosing who lives and who dies across infinite realities. But Doom would see it as the only logical solution, because what if the villain is actually trying to help reality, and the heroes are too idealistic to accept it? One of the most controversial theories argues that Doctor Strange is directly responsible for Doom's arrival, and he knows it. Fans point to Multiverse of Madness, where Strange potentially causes an incursion while dreamwalking. The theory suggests he breaks fundamental rules of reality and gets away with it because they stop Wanda. But incursions just don't disappear, they ripple outward. Then there's No Way Home. Strange casts a spell that fractures the multiverse, pulling in variants from across reality. The spell gets interrupted, but according to this idea, the damage is done. According to this theory, every major multiverse event in the MCU traces back to Doctor Strange making a choice that prioritizes the immediate problem over long-term consequences. And now, those consequences are coming home. This theory suggests that Doom is from a universe that was destroyed by one of Strange's incursions. Maybe Doom watched his reality collapse because Doctor Strange from Earth 616 broke the rules one too many times. What makes this theory compelling is Strange's reaction in the Doomsday teaser footage. Fans believe he doesn't look surprised. He looks guilty, like he's been waiting for this moment. If Doom confronts Strange and says, "You killed my world," what can Strange say? According to fans, he can't deny it. He caused multiple incursions. He's written reality multiple times, and every time, he justified it as necessary. In this scenario, Doom wouldn't just want revenge. He wanted Strange to feel what it's like to watch everything you love disappear because someone else decided your universe was expendable. There's a theory that Avengers Doomsday isn't just about Doom at all. According to fans, it's about introducing the Beyonder, and Doom is just the opening act. In the comics, the Beyonder is a cosmic entity that creates Battleworld as an experiment. He pulls heroes and villains from across the multiverse and forces them to fight, just to see what happens. The theory suggests the MCU is adapting this, but with a twist. Fans believe the Beyonder isn't creating the conflict, he's observing it, and everything happening in Doomsday is part of a test. So why would the Beyonder care about Earth 616? According to this idea, it's the universe that keeps surviving impossible odds. Thanos, Ultron, the Snap. Every time reality should collapse, the Avengers find a way. This theory proposes the Beyonder wants to know why, so he allows Doom to invade. he allows the multiverse to fracture, just to see if the Avengers can survive one more time. What makes this theory disturbing is the idea that nothing the Avengers do actually matters. They're not fighting for survival, they're performing for an audience of one. Fans believe it would also set up Secret Wars perfectly. If the Beyonder is impressed by what he sees in Doomsday, then Secret Wars becomes the ultimate test. And according to this theory, if Doom realizes he's being used, if he figures out that he's just a pawn in the Beyonder's game, that would push him towards an alliance with the Avengers. Because being manipulated is the one thing Doom cannot tolerate. Now here's a theory that explains why Doom is so powerful in Doomsday and why the Fantastic Four might not be able to help. According to fans, in their universe, they already lost. We know the Fantastic Four movie is set in an alternate timeline, a retro-futuristic 1960s world that doesn't match Earth 616. The theory suggests that in their universe, Doom won. According to this idea, Reed Richards managed to escape, maybe using the same reality warping tech that Doom later perfects. But the rest of the Fantastic Four, they're gone. Sue, Johnny, Ben, all casualties of Doom's rise to power. When Reed arrives in Earth 616, fans believe he's not a hero looking for adventure. He's a refugee carrying a warning, and the warning is simple: you can't beat Doom. I already tried. This theory would explain why Doom seems so prepared for everything that the Avengers throw at him. He's already fought the Fantastic Four. He's already countered their strategies. It also explains why the MCU would introduce the Fantastic Four so late. According to fans, they're not here to save the day. They're here to deliver the bad news. Doom isn't just another villain. He's the villain who ended the Fantastic Four. One theory suggests that the entire reason Doom can exist in the MCU is because Wanda Maximoff rewrote reality in WandaVision, and she never undid all of it. When Wanda created the Hex, according to fans, she didn't just make a sitcom reality, she fundamentally altered the nature of existence in Westview. She created life, she gave people new identities, and when she finally let it collapse, she walked away thinking it was over. But what if it wasn't? This theory proposes that pieces of the Hex are still active, spreading through reality like a virus, rewriting things on a quantum level. The theory suggests Doom discovered these reality fragments and learned to weaponize them. Fans believe he can rewrite his own existence, change his appearance, and anchor himself across multiple timelines, all because Wanda cracked reality open and never fully closed it. And according to this idea, if Doom is using Wanda's chaos magic without her knowledge, then the only person who can stop him is Wanda herself, which means Marvel needs to bring her back. But here's the twist. What if Wanda doesn't want to stop him? According to fans, she might look at Doom's battle world and see a place where Vision can exist, where her children can be real. In this scenario, Doom could offer Wanda everything she's ever wanted, not as a villain, but as someone who understands loss and refuses to accept it. And if Wanda sides with Doom, even temporarily, the Avengers lost their best chance at stopping him. There's a theory that the Doomsday clock we keep seeing isn't symbolic. According to fans, it's not counting down to the movie's release. It's counting down to the literal end of the MCU timeline. Every piece of Doomsday marketing shows a ticking clock, and fans have noticed that the numbers don't match the movie's release date. They're off by weeks, sometimes months. So, what if the countdown is happening in-universe? This theory suggests that every MCU project between now and Doomsday is taking place during those final days. According to this idea, that would mean every Marvel project is a prequel to Doomsday. Every character we see is living in the shadow of an event they don't know is coming, and when the timer finally hits zero, fans believe Doom doesn't arrive, he's already won. The theory proposes the clock was never counting down to invasion. It was counting down to the moment when everyone realizes Doom is already taken over. It would explain why Marvel is releasing so many projects so quickly. According to fans, they're not building toward Doomsday, they're showing us the last days before it happens. Every hero, every storyline, every conflict is part of the final hours of the MCU as we know it. And when Doomsday finally arrives, this theory argues it's not the beginning of the crisis. It's the moment when the crisis becomes impossible to ignore.